So here we are again then at the router table. Well, you probably saw the video the other day, I don't know, where we were flattening off these pieces of piranha pine ready for making this vitrine. And what we've got to do now is put a series of grooves to rest these pens in that this chap collects. There's going to be 10 grooves in all. So what I've done, the idea here, I've set my cove cutter for the first 2 passes. The reason I say that, we're going to do 1 pass, setting the stops to give us about 20mm each end and 20mm on the other 2 ends as well. In other words, these grooves are going to be set in 20mm and 20mm from the edge. That's to allow for a 6mm rebate that we're going to put on later, and which will go into in the sides of the drawers obviously, and then it should leave 10 equal grooves when we've finished of about 15mm apart, so everything looks nice and neat and symmetrical. So the way we're doing this, we've set up a stop there to put the board onto. As you can see, that can't go any further. That's 20mm in, and we slide it across to the next stop, and all being well, when we've done, starts to look like this. So we've got that first groove cut there. You can probably see that, hopefully. Yeah, there we go. So that obviously slots on there, slides across, lift up, and we're off. And then we turn the piece around and we get exactly the same distance on the other side. And then what we've done, when we've done, I've got 7 of those all in all, so there's 70 pens, 10 in each drawer. So when we've done the first 2 slots on each piece, then what I'm going to do is move the fence back the right distance. I'll work that out and let you know what that is and show you the progress as we go along. I'll just sort of share that little tip with you. So we've cut that first set of grooves like we've shown and demonstrated before, and then I mentioned moving fence back, and it's worked out around about 20, yeah, so it was 25.3 was the exact distance, I think. So we've moved that back. You can see the stop there that we had originally. The fence has gone back 25.3mm, and then what we've done again is just the same process. 2 grooves, 1 on each side, turning it round, and then again we've got now 2 grooves on each end for 4 pens, but it's leaving us this important distance here. That's just about 15.3mm. This one's 21 from each end. We're taking 6mm out of that, so when we do that we're going to be left with 15mm there also. So in all, when we've done this, we should have 10 grooves and 11 spaces of 15mm. So we'll carry on. We're going to now move the fence back a little bit more. The reason I've just put this video on as well is just to let you know, good idea, just put a pencil line on your table each side like that, and then when we move the fence back we've got a datum point. Otherwise you've got to keep adding it from here. That's the other way, but I find it easier just to put a pencil line. If we're going to measure from here, we've got the double 25.3, so it's going to be a sort of 50.6. I hope that makes sense anyway, but we'll carry on. I'll probably show you again when we've got all the slots in. And as we get to the end, just in case we're a fraction out, we'll talk about that later. So I'll do another couple and then I'll come back to you. So here we are, we've got 8 of the grooves in now. We've just got the little bit left in the middle, and we needed about 68mm and we've got about 66mm there, and we've got to get 2 more in and the equal spaces. So rather than being 15.3, we've just got to reduce it slightly, and it'll just probably work out about 14.9 or something like that. Nobody's really going to notice that, but it's just to equal it out. If we don't do that and we set the next 2 grooves at 15mm apart again, we're going to be left in the centre with probably about 13mm, which might be a little bit noticeable to the naked eye. So if we just divide that out over 3 and make them about 14.9, we're not really going to notice it and see it, and it looks like everything's still spot on, which is what we're looking for. So I'll just sort of share that little tip with you, and I'll show you when we've done the rebate for the drawers as well, plus these finishing grooves. Yeah, so there we are. We've got the 10 grooves or flutes in there for the pens to lay in, and we've got the equal distances there pretty much. I don't think you can really tell. If you want to be critical, we've got 15mm, and these last three here are probably about 14.8, 14.9, so we're only looking like 0.1 of a millimetre. And time we've cleaned these up and sanded in these grooves before we polish, I think we'll look quite good there. So next time we'll get to looking at putting the rebate around the bottom edge, ready for grooving into the sides of the drawers, and then we can clean these up and get them polished, and we're on our way. Catch you next time. And by the way, my name, I've never really told you ever, it's Smiling Sam, the Woodwork Man. So hopefully there we can see, these are just biro pens I've just slotted in there just to show you what it's going to look like, but the chap I'm making it for, he's got all manner of different types of pens what he wants to keep in these things. There's like a chap that collects them, so yeah, I think it's going to look quite nice when it's all done. Okay, Smiling Sam the Woodwork Man signing off.